The king is back. Back in the days, I've been homeless at some point, I've been drug addicted, I had a lot of problems, and I managed to turn my life around, and now I live a proper life with proper friends, with proper girls around me, and everything I learned on this mission, because I did everything by my own, I would teach you now for free. Today's topic is about something that is very important for men. And since this channel is about self-improvement and some masculinity stuff, I want to let you know what I learned. So, for me personally, a trait of a masculine man is to be stoic as well. Stoicism. Have you ever heard of it? I think one of the most popular examples is Marcus Aurelius and his Meditations. There you can see his thoughts. This book was meant as a log for him personally, but at some point it was published, it was translated, and now we can read the thoughts of the man with the most power from back in the days. He was the emperor of the Roman, he was the leader of the Roman Empire. You know, it was so big, he was leading it. And all the thoughts he had, and he had thoughts similar to us men. And he still managed to overcome it by sticking to Stoic principles, and I picked out one today that is very important, and it is the control of emotions. Not only the negative ones, but the positive ones as well. Why do I believe it is important? Well, let me tell you, for me, I tend to be a more emotional man. And I like to live my emotions. Every once in a while, I like to ride the highs of my emotions like a surfer on the wave, you know? But I, on the other hand, can dwell on my negative emotions too. So I prefer to cut the edges. The highs of the highs, cut it off. The lows of the lows, cut it off, to have it more balanced, have it more here, right? And how can we do that? Well, simple trick for you to learn, simple trick for you to implement into your life, simple trick for you to have more calmness, because control of emotion doesn't mean absence of emotion. We are not stones. We are still man. But man means, again, to control the emotions. And first of all, it starts with having awareness. A feeling doesn't appear like this. A feeling always rises, and we have this voice in our head that can amplify it. For example, if somebody is insulting you, you have this moment, and then he just insulted me. And he said this about my mother? And then, you know, this is how it's coming. You could also not give a shit if somebody would insult my mother. I wouldn't care. Back in the days, I would have. And actually, there was a time, I was quite young, I cannot remember when, somebody insulted my mother, and I beat this guy up. I was a different guy back in the days, but if it would happen nowadays, I know my mom, he does not, so everything he says is just, or she, whatever, you know. So the point is, since we know feelings are rising, we have to interfere. That means we gain awareness of, okay, somebody or someone insulted me, or something happened, or even something good. Let's not only speak about the negative feelings. Something very good happened into your life. For example, if you live 9 to 5 and you get randomly, your boss tells you, you know what, I will pay you more each month. Well, which is amazing. Or I'll grant you more holidays. Ooh. Like we could be like, yeah, like, or we take a step back, breathing, very easy. Gain awareness of when the feeling starts to come. And I know it's hard. It's just not, you cannot just gain awareness by thinking about to get awareness. I know, but from the last video, I know that I taught you meditation. And by meditating, by concentrating on your breath only, you gain awareness. By this awareness you gain from the meditation, you can take it with in this video and learn when a feeling starts to rise. And then interfere with it, regardless if it's positive or negative. Why? Because as a stoic masculine man, if we are controlling our emotions, we have so much power over us. You have so much power because feelings can lead us astray. For me, at the moment, I'm preparing for my first Muay Thai fight, all right? And there's a very prime example of a very good fighter. His name is Bas Rutten. And in matches back in the days, he wrote an R on his hand for him to remember to relax the R. Why? Because he says the most aggressive fighters, aggression in the fight, you know, it's wrong. And there's another example of this very famous samurai from back in the days, Miyamoto Musashi or something. Sorry, I don't know the right name. And he's saying the same. Like, don't fight out of aggression, all right? And don't because feelings lead us astray. Feelings make our logical decisions illogical, irrational. And we don't want that, especially as a man, especially as the masculine man. For me personally, feminine beings should live their emotions. It's part of feminine being, in my opinion. But as a masculine man, you should not. You should gain awareness, cut off the edges, have the feeling inside of you. If you're happy, be happy. But not, yeah, oh, but in a certain frame. Be sad, but in a certain frame. Be angry, but don't show it. All right. I hope I taught you something with this video. If you have questions or if I can do something for you, send me a message, leave a comment. Please like this video. You can follow me on Instagram if you like. And I also have another YouTube channel where I meditate daily. Please join me. I love each and everybody of you. See you soon. Mwah.